Okay, everybody, it's time to play with some EAs. Now, let's start at the beginning. And of course, if we go into if we go into the Discord channel, you'll see the EA that you're going to have a play with in that EA1, the Guzzler section there. And you can just download it through clicking this button. Once you've downloaded it on a computer, then of course you follow the instructions to put it onto your system. And you can check that it's in here by just having a look down, and you should see one that says a matrix G2. Okay, so that's the one you're looking at. And then we're going to go into strategy tester. So we're going to open strategy tester. You can see it there. And then we're going to click on single. And you can see it's all ready to go. If it's not there, have a hunt amongst the EAs, find a matrix G2 X5. And then what I want you to do is I want you to test it on oil, on daily. And what we'll do is we'll just do a custom period. You can just do it since January, but let's extend it a little further. Make it 2022. And we're going to not enable optimization, but we're going to click on visual mode there just so you can see it happening. Make sure it's on zero latency, ideal execution, and modeling on every tick. And once you've done that, you can just click on start. So that's what I want you to do. Just let it run. Now, what it'll do is it'll open a new screen. And what this screen does is it shows you visually what's going on. We can skip through this to the end. You see this green line at the bottom indicates the progress of this. Just going to close this down for a second. There we go. And once it's done, we'll see a little tab come up saying backtest here. There we go. You'll see backtest there. So we click on that to get the results, and you can see there, since the beginning of last year, on 0.1 of a contract, it's made $764. Some key things to note here. We can look at the short trades run versus the and then the long trades run. You can see the long trades is a lot better in performing. There's a way we can manage that, which is actually in the next version. We also really want to have a look down here just to see what the average profit, average losses, and you can see that's very favorable. So we just have a little bit of a look at that. Now, if we want to run another back test but change the inputs, we can go to here, and you'll see these are the default inputs here. So let's say I wanted to change the MA. We'll just make a note of that. So we note that this gives us 764 profit. So this time we're going to alter it. So it gives us, and what we're going to do here is we are going to increase the moving average to a 50. And we are going to make our max orders 8. There we go. All good to go. So we're going to press start again. So we're going to wait and see what happens. It'll just take a few seconds now. You can alter any of these to whatever you want. Some of them are drop-down menus. Some of them you just input the new figure. The time limit there means that it's not trading within the first 30 minutes of the day. That's something that we did deliberately to remove that issue of a potential widespread as the market starts to wake up. But we can change any of these that we want to. It is quite important at this stage that you match the exit time frame, which is a day, and the time frame here, which is a day, just to make sure that that's good. And again, it's nearly done. Just about to make it happen. There's our back test, and you can see that's actually performed better. Okay, so remember it was 764 before. By altering the moving average, we have increased our profit over this period of time. Now, if we want to have a look at how that looked, you can just click on this little button here, and it tells you when all the trades were entered. And then we can have a closer look at this and see if we can see anything that might improve it. So we can see here that there were a few of the short trades which didn't do very well. This one was profitable, this one was slightly negative, and this one was, sorry, these two were profitable, this one was slightly negative. And so we can check through here, see if there's any way we can do this up. And the indicators that are in the system are on this review. Okay, so we'll close that back down again just by minimizing it. And I'm going to show you one more thing. Obviously, if we want to change this, if we wanted to go to the Australian dollar yen, we can just change it like so. Oops. AUD, JPY. And we're going to use the same functions and we're going to click on start and see what happens. Of course, the back test is now starting to run. And again, it'll automatically, if you've got that tick box ticked, it'll automatically have a chart here, which it will show you how it's doing. There you can see. So it had a few good long trades here. The short trade didn't work out. We can just see it going through. There's a long trade it's entered. Cut off very quickly. So there's the bounce. And this is from the bounce off that 200 MA. So we're just checking everything works okay. Just waiting for it to enter the next trade. So there's a short trade. So we're now waiting for this moving average to come down and enter another short trade. And I think this might go back up. No, it's still going. No, there we go. So this is, there we go. So it got up there. This one was neutral. This one was negative. But you can see once again here, these long trades have been entered. This is going to help things quite significantly as we go through, providing, of course, the market stays up. At this stage, this is the moving average we're looking at. You can see it close beneath those. So all of those four were in profit. So we can see the long trades appear to be going well. Again, the short trades possibly not as well. So we'll have a look at this. You can see it did very well over the course of the time we tested, making it in excess of $2,000. Now remember, this was on 0.1 of a contract, though, not 0.01. So it would have been $200 if it had been 0.01. We can change this in the inputs. Here you can see there it's 0.01. And again, if we look at wins and losses, we can see there was no short trades won at all. All our wins were long trades. So we can see again our average win was 384, and our average loss was 189. So again, very favorable in terms of how we did. And then we can scroll down and have a look down here at some of the stats there. Less relevant for these dailies, but you can see there it entered on the 30-minute bar every time, because entered at the 30-minute point every time, because that's what we put in the system, and did pretty well in March. We can see that in terms of an entry. May was a good profitable month. Wednesday looks like a great day to enter this. So there you go. Now, one last thing just to have a play with. So have a play with different symbols, different custom periods, if you like. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten this up to last year. And we're going to do something called optimizing. So I want you to put it on fast generic based algorithm. Okay, and then when we go into inputs, we can tick here. So if we wanted to, we're going to take that off. If we wanted to alter and put a stop loss in. So at this stage, we've got no stop loss and no take profit. So we're going to just have a look at this, and we're going to start with 0, and we're going to go up to 4. We're going to knock all these off, and we're going to do an exit EMA. We're going to start with the 15, and we're going to go up to a 40, and then we're going to start the optimization. Now, this will take some time, but I just wanted to show you how you optimize and what the result is afterwards. As it progresses, you'll start to see some. That's the previous one. You'll start to see some results come up here. So it'll work through all the permutations that you've put in there, and we can see straight away that we've got 15 EMA with a 2 and 2, creating a result of $420. That's not too bad. It does take a little bit of time, but because we've only ticked a couple, then it should be over in a couple of minutes. If you want to see an update, just click off that and go back to optimization results again. And now you can see it's really starting to ramp up the runs we did. We can sort it by most profitable to most to the loss. We're obviously interested in profit here. That's a very, very healthy return. Here we keep an eye on drawdown, and what we're going to do at the end of this optimization is we're going to just keep a note of these settings. So you know it's on 15 period, 4 and 4, and it looks as though this is nearly done. Again, we'll just flick these around just to make sure. There we go. So up to nearly 1100, and we've got 3 options for 1100, all with the same drawdown and all with different stops. So the denominator appears to be, it doesn't seem to, the stop loss doesn't seem to matter at all. If we look at these 3 most profitable trades, it's now finished. So now what we can do is we can do a 4 and a 4 and a 15, or a 2 and a 4 and a 15, or a 0 and a 4 and a 15. Now, if you want to, we can again do another optimization. So if we go back to inputs, what we're going to do is we now know we're going to make this, we're going to knock these off, we're going to knock the stop off, and we're going to make it 0. We're going to make this a 15 and switch this off as an optimizing point. But we're going to test different profits. So we're going to start with 0, but this time we're going to go up to 8 ATR as a profit target. So we're going to keep our ATR stop loss and our ATR take profit, and then we're going to run the optimization again, and it'll start from scratch. And what we're doing in this process is honing down onto what could be the optimum settings. But remember, it's for this particular pair, not for every pair. You would test it across multiple pairs to come out with the ultimate optimization that is appropriate for maybe for your top 4 or 5 trades. You can see here it didn't make any difference at all when we changed that ATR take profit. In fact, it got worse when we made the ATR bigger. So we're quite actually happy to keep it at 4. So we're just going to cross-check this. Again, we're going to go back to settings, knock our optimization off and disable that. Remember, this is from last year. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually do a custom period and change it to 2022, sorry. And we're going to make our inputs as they match there. So we're going to have 4 and 4, keep our 15, and then we are going to go, we're going to keep our max orders at 8. And okay. What we're also going to do here is we're going to knock off visual mode, and we're going to start it. And it should be relatively quick, one hopes. See how it's doing here. If you click on graph, you can see the equity and the account balance, and that's doing very well. Now completed. So we can have a look on our back test, and there you go. So we've made $1,863 since the beginning of last year. Again, we can look at short trades. We won 33%, won 60% of long trades. So there's obviously some way we can maybe improve the whole EA on short trades, maybe even separate out short and long trades. But whichever way it's sliced, that's a good set of results. So anyway, it's over to you. You've got the EA in the Discord channel. If you're not sure of how to put it onto your MT5 platform, there is a video in the members area. Hope this video has been useful in talking you through. Have a play, and what I want you to do is follow through. So send through some results. So when you get this, just screenshot this, bring it up a little bit, use the snip function or something of similar, and you can just do a snip like so. And then to put it into Discord, all you have to do is copy the snip like that. And then what I want you to do is say AUD JPY from 2022 and the month return. And then you can right click and paste, and it'll paste the results there so everybody can see them. So time to get busy. This is the exciting bit. Some of the pairs that you look at will work really well. Some of them won't. Oil certainly seems to do well with this as an EA, but have fun with it. Have a play, post some results up, and let's see what happens next.